As we mentioned, next week's election could be historic for women seeking office, and voters could send the first female Muslims to Congress. That includes Michigan's Rashida Tlaib. The Democrat is running in Michigan's 13th District House race. Rena Ninan of our streaming network, that's CBSN, met with Tlaib to discuss what this means for her and Muslim Americans around the country. Rena, good morning.
Good morning to you, Gail. Well, good morning as well. Rashida Tlaib is now facing a last-minute write-in challenge from the woman that she defeated in August, but the momentum is still with her campaign. She's an attorney, a former state legislator, the oldest of 14, and also the daughter of Palestinian immigrants. And she tells me she's looking to change history at a time most people think it just isn't possible.
The first thing that I think about when somebody says you're going to be the first Muslim is celebrate this moment. We changed the course of history at a time we thought it was impossible. And that if you just believe in the possibility of someone like me, this is it.
While many have focused on her faith, Rashida Tlaib says this moment is so much more.
For it to happen at a moment where we really have felt this moment of darkness, at a moment where Islamophobia is such a high rate. Like, you don't have to read the Quran to love me. Love the actions, love the things that I do. Look at those, and that will help people get beyond whatever fear or stereotypical thing that they might be thinking about.
I will uplift you in so many ways.
Tlaib won her Democratic primary in August and is running in Michigan's 13th congressional district. If she wins next week, she'll be one of the first Muslim women in Congress. What was the moment where it hit you?
I don't think it's hit me yet. I think people don't realize just how much of a roller coaster it is, and it's happy chaos right now. That's what I describe it as.
Do you believe that a Muslim wave is coming to Congress?
I don't know. I'm all for not waves. I'm all for owning the ocean. Not Muslims, but women.
Tlaib joins the hundreds of women running for office this year. And like many of these candidates, she's also a mom.
Mama, don't do that.
She's a mom. She can't help but fix it. Tlaib was born in the mid-'70s in Detroit to Palestinian immigrant parents. Her mom, Fatima, says she always believed her daughter would live the American dream. How does it feel to have your daughter be the next woman in Congress?
God, give us. She thanks God for...
Thank God.
Thank God.
I'm the girl from Southwest Detroit that didn't speak English when I started school. I was my mother's translator until I was probably 12 years old, and I remember how people looked at her. I remember the different things that were happening to my family as we were getting, situated and buying our first home in Southwest Detroit, watching my mother learn how to drive for the first time. All of those experiences come with me.
And the cause closest to her heart, immigration reform. Your eyes well up when you talk about immigration.
Yes.
Why?
So I went to a predominantly African-American school. I didn't even understand our immigration system. I knew my parents immigrated here. I think growing up in a community where your neighbors are impacted directly, it's hard. And talking about walls and separation and detaining children, I think the immigration system, we have dehumanized it.
Do you feel that the Democratic Party is transforming into something different?
I think everybody transforms, right, organically. I think it is a new time. It's a new era of the civil rights movement. It's time for a change.
Well, Tlaib won Michigan's 13th district primary. It's roughly 60% African American. She says it's all about issues, and she hopes to secure a $15 minimum wage, plans to push for equal pay and health care for all. And of course, she's hoping to overturn the travel ban, which impacts several Muslim countries.
Regardless of who people end up voting for, it's so important to tell these kind of stories because it's very easy to vilify people, right? But when you hear their backgrounds, when you hear their immigrant stories.
Perspective.
Yeah.
And, she's part of a group of working class Americans who are coming into Congress. And she really believes that these are issues that haven't been tackled before as aggressively. And it really affects her and her 14 brothers and sisters.
It's a big family. Did you mean to say 14 or were you trying to say 4? Wow, the oldest of 14. You said she likes happy chaos. Clearly, she knows how to navigate that.
Making her parents proud.
Your family is your own voting bloc.
That's right.
Rena, thank you.
Rena.